Welcome back for the next session. I request Ramesh Babu sir to take over the session.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I think all of you ready, huh? So before I'm going to be start the session, I would like to answer one question. Can we develop our own consensus algorithm? Is it feasible as a research statement? I mean, how to find analysis factors. Yes, this is a wonderful research problem. Consensus algorithms designing is a one problem in blockchain technology, right? So consensus algorithms designing means that depends on area to area, and to how you are going to come to consensus is one of the problem actually. So there are many problems are there on consensus models. So how many of you read any papers related to NDSS or Usenix conferences? Anybody read any papers related to these particular conferences? These are the top level conferences. Mostly only they entertain only security issues only. If cryptocurrency is not valid in India, how blockchain projects can be useful to us? Yes. Correct. Very good question, Latish. Actually, research domain is going with the Please repeat the names. So I will type here NDSS, and who's next? These are the top level conferences. You will find a real community is looking for what kind of research. Real research community. Real research community in the sense that everybody will do PhD. That doesn't matter. But the problem should be unique. Nobody cannot solve this problem before you. Everybody has to be follow your problem only. And everybody has to be cite your solution only. Likewise, we need to be select our problems. Right? That's why this is okay. The next, if cryptocurrency is not valid in India, how blockchain projects can be useful to us? So, can we in India has any this blockchain Bitcoin users or not? Ethereum users or not? Many of them are there. Many of them are using to save you. They protect their black money. They are using this cryptocurrencies. Some portion of the black money generally they will use to save using this cryptocurrencies only. Right? A cryptocurrency is not valid for our nation, but it is valid for other nations. As well as cryptocurrency, if you have to, you may that means you may buy as well as you may that means again recollect from the Bitcoin. So what is the value for Bitcoin today? You know now? I think most of you know how much value is there for the Bitcoin. So I don't want to go for in detail that. I will have a lot of stuff to provide it to you. So I'm coming back to your lecture. So any other question, Sarasika? You got my point. Okay, it's a wonderful problem. Sarika, you have a wonderful problem. Consensus designing is a wonderful problem. I can say that. Huh? So my slides are visible to you all.
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Okay, thank you for your response. So now I want to move towards to machine learning methods for security. Machine learning methods for security. I don't know why today all research community as well as all the people, most of the researchers are working for, most of the companies are working for machine learning, AI related issues only. From 2016 onwards, the advancement in artificial intelligence is like self-driving cars, language translation, and big data. All these are very wonderful problems nowadays. Forgot about in India also, we launched smart city concept. Smart city in the sense, first point, video analytics. First point is video analytics. Video analytics means they already surveillance is there, video surveillance is there. Every time it gather the information. Whenever it gather the information, we have to analyze. Manually analyzing these many cameras information is possible not. So that's why artificial intelligence is required. If artificial intelligence comes, is it going to be protect all your data? Not. That's why you need a security aspects over there. Like we have rise of ransomware, botnets, attack on vector as a popular forms of malware attack. With cyber criminals continually expanding their methods to attack. Example, malware byte state of malware report. So these are many attacks are there. Example, may go for email system data gathering and collecting. Suppose I will ask you one question over here. You will receive spam mails. Who is declaring this is a spam mail? Are you? You written any program? You said something to Gmail, please keep this mail, this kind of mails into spam? No. So they are working, they are looking your emails also, they are finding all the information. How they are going to do this one? With help of the machine learning concepts only. They are going to be use the features of your email header or email content. Then only they will decide, oh, this is spam related information. This is inbox information like that. So second, data intentionally misspelled words. That's why a lot of research is going on. Every research domain attached with this AI. Wherever data is there, their blockchain is also attached. This is the beauty. Are you getting my point? Wherever data you have to protect, ultimately they need to come to use our blockchain technology only. So we will go and study that, how it is going to be happen, in machine learning. Especially the problems are going to be like here, crowd sensing threat detection. Crowd sense threat. Crowd sensing is one of the most important problem nowadays. So offer users the option to enter their opinions and warnings about the web pages. Automatically analyze the user opinions and combine them with other indicators. Simple. I will give a small example. In nowadays, American elections are going on. Last American elections purely manipulated through American president elections are purely manipulated through technology only. Purely, they collected all social media information, their opinions, and they projected, they forwarded through social media. How to suppose I will give a small example to you. So I am very much interested in X party. So definitely I'm not plan to vote for Y party. So no problem for this one. This guy, nobody cannot change his mind, right? If suppose I am there, I am a neutral candidate. I am not supporting X party. I am not supporting Y party. So now my main mindset is towards to X party or Y party. How to change my mindset? So this is a beautiful problem nowadays. How to change? They will send WhatsApp messages. My party is doing this one, or this party is not doing this one, like that. So finally, somewhere, somehow, some which is going to be feels I am oh, this party is good for me. Then my vote is going to be go for that party. So they are manipulating your opinion also. They are manipulating your opinion also through some false information propagated, through social media. some false information. Example, I will tell you. Today, very hot topic is going on. I don't want to. I'm not going to be any political party side, but I'm telling there is a issue is going in Kangana Ranaut versus Maharashtra government. Keep that as an example. Whether who is right, who is wrong, okay. As far as my point of view, both are not correct. Both are not correct. Both of have their own malicious activities. But okay, some X party supports to Kangana Ranaut, some Y party is already supports to Maharashtra government. So these people is going to be comes to social media like Instagram or some other media, and they will project their own opinions. How many opinions are correct? How do you decide that? This is the biggest challenge nowadays. This is the biggest challenge. Okay, suppose I may analyze using my AI machine learning algorithm, I may find out that. How can I secure that? How can I secure that? That is depends on your blockchain technology. Only will come how we're going to secure this machine learning algorithms. Also, you know, machine learning algorithms are supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and you have a big data, and especially this feature engineering. The feature engineering is one of the most very important part. The same feature engineering we require to use to mine our blockchain technology. This is a vice versa problem. This is a vice versa problem. How this is going to vice versa problem? I want to mine my blockchain information. I need AI concepts. I want to secure AI concepts. I need blockchain concepts. So these two are interdependent. But where is the problem? Why the major problems? Where we will find major problems? AI and machine learning algorithms are developed for centralized mechanism only. Centralized mechanism only. Am I correct or wrong? How many of you say AI and machine learning algorithms are going to be used for only centralized algorithms? Am I correct? Can you say yes or no, please? I want to hear from Latish, as well as Vishwanath Reddy. Can you answer for me? Both of you, Latesh and Vishwanath Reddy, or Sudarshan Behra also. Any one of you? Or Varalakshmi, Priyanka? One of you, please answer for me. That I understood. So you are active. AI and machine learning algorithms are proposed to centralized environment only. If AI and machine learning algorithms are centralized, how blockchain is going to work for that? Blockchain is unable to work for that. Why? Because blockchain is just decentralized concept. Blockchain is decentralized concept. How we may know, how we will develop this one? That's why AI community moving from centralized to decentralized. Centralized to decentralized. That's why here you will get more space to do your research. Here you are going to get more space to do a lot of research in this, right? Good. That's why there this feature engineering concept is going to be more helpful to you. So especially security feature learnings are going to be insider threat in your blockchain. Okay, any malwares are going to be introduced in your blockchain or a network, how your blockchain network is going to be working. That complete analytics are there. Secure your coding is also one, and situational awareness and more are there related to this particular security of feature learning. The security problems are many. I don't want to spend much time here. You know, the data confidentiality, data loss tolerance, recovery costs. These are required things. And usage patterns. People are working for the usage patterns. how much time you are spending in your social media. So based on that, I understood, okay, if you are using this social media, I want to send something to you through social media so that I'm able to reach you very easily. Right? Different users need different security tools. Confusion, right? Inflexible, engineered solution with too much security, too high security at high cost, inefficient customization. So here, blockchain technology point of view also, wonderful research is going on. What is that wonderful research? Suppose you want to verify a particular blockchain transaction is valid or invalid. What information is needed for you? Please answer. I want to verify a block information. It is a valid block or not. How I may find out? I need some blocks of information. I need a complete blockchain information. I need a complete chain. I need a complete blockchain information. Then only I can do that. So am I audible to you all? Hello?
Yes, sir, it's audible, sir. No problem.
Okay. So sorry. That's why there is no response from your side. Okay, I'm thinking whether I'm audible to you people or not. I don't know. That's why.
Audible, sir.
Right. Then okay, we'll go ahead. Okay, I will ask questions. Please try to answer for me so that I may know you were okay in correct. So I don't want to skip all these, okay, which are not much required for you. But okay, long-term machine learning to be the rescue, long-term goal, initial results. Right. Scams, rips off, bad info. Right. So I don't want to this one much. The future research challenges are going to be summarization of comments, analysis of sentiments and basis of your social media information, identification of reliable contributor, synergy with other techniques for analysis of web pages. This is a beautiful research problem is going on right now. And for all these, we require to develop our blockchain concept. So I will come to you, AI, blockchain, and applications. So here you find out artificial intelligence features are there, your ML analytics are there, intelligent decision making is there, data visualization is there. These three are very big problems in AI machine learning point of view. At the same time, while you are doing ML and machine learning analytics, you require to hire some blockchain concept over here. Why? Because you are providing information to decentralized peer-to-peer file system, like your some other coins like Infint, Big Chain database, IPFS, like that. As well as that, AI machine learning is going to be connected to your cloud services, and machine learning is going to be connected to your smart connected products like your IoT devices, swarm robotics, smart cities, and SIOVs, secure Internet of Vehicles. I told you this particular area is a very emerging area, intelligent transportation system. For all these areas, you require to provide a security through blockchain platforms. Either you may use Ethereum, Hyperledger, multi-chain, Hydra chain, EOS.io, and so on. These are all the concepts are there. These concepts we need to be used, and we need to be provide security to this artificial intelligence so that automatically these are all going to be secure. So that's why AI, blockchain, IoT are combinations. So, sir, you may ask a question here, sir, why IoT comes to over here? I would like to say to you, information collecting from where? Generally information we are collecting. So one point is going to be IoT sensing devices. Sensing devices will collect the data and provide it to you. Second, So here you may find IoT applications. Many applications are there. In our childhood days, we might know how many days there's particular cyclones are coming, how much strength is there. We don't have that much accurate information nowadays. The impact of that particular cyclones, or how much of impact is there, how much area it cover, almost we are calculating. How much accurately we are calculating. Example, I will tell you, weather forecasting. Go for Google weather forecasting, 90% accurate. It says next 10 days whether rain is there or not. It says coming next to 10 days whether you have any rain or not, right? So you understand how much. Okay, so where Google collected this data, from where it collected all this data? Through IoT devices, through some information. So years together, some data is there with the weather information collecting agencies. They collected, as well as last 10-15 years, they collected a lot of information. Based on that, they are using these algorithms, and they are providing that information to you. Right? The second thing, the swarm robots. So now they are using the robot concepts. Especially, I'm going to be say to you UAV concepts right now. Swarm in UAVs is a beautiful problem there, as well as a smart city. Smart city means every city you go, every people are saying, oh, we need a smart city. Why we need a smart city? So that will be give more that means robust services to you. Then Internet of Vehicles. So whatever it is, all these are connected to your artificial intelligence concepts, and these artificial concepts are going to provide services to cloud as well as provided to distributed file systems. But all these are required your blockchain concept to secure. So what is this? Here I'm going to give very, very good information to you to understand about this. IoT, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, blockchain are the future disruptive technology to change this world. Coming 2050, you will find ample of application based on these particular three areas. The second thing, the technology will have a chance to radically streamline and enhance existing processes, create entirely new business models, and develop innovative products and services for a new generation consumers. For this, here you try to understand IoT is going to be used to sense. AI is going to be used to think. Blockchain is going to be remember. Are you getting now? Okay. How many of you understand? I don't know. Why we are using a blockchain? How many of you understand now with this statement? What purpose we are using blockchain? You are saying transparency, immutability, all these things are only one purpose, that is going to be to remember the information. Remember the information means whether you provided the information, that information is correct or wrong. How do you verify? That verification process. Verification process is going to become under remembering process only. My name is Dr. Ramesh. After some time I may forget my name. Will it be changed? No. Who will say that? My Aadhaar card will say you are Ramesh. My Aadhaar card will say you are Ramesh. That is remembrance actually. That is called remember. So blockchain technology, which we are using only to remember the information. Right? So these are the open research problems to you all. Is it visible to you, all of you, perfectly? Hello? So can I spend a lot of time over here?
It's visible, sir.
How many of you working? Okay, you okay? Visible, okay, clearly visible to all of you, I think. Huh?
Yeah, visible, sir.
Right, I will come to you. So Sarika, you asked a question. I'm come to answer for your question. Right, here you observe taxonomy of blockchain for AI. Taxonomy for blockchain for AI. Here, AI and blockchain taxonomy, you may find out, you may broadly classify consensus protocols is one, decentralized infrastructure is the other one, type of blockchain which we are using the third one, the fourth one is going to be decentralized AI operations and decentralized AI applications. So I will come from this side to this side, right? I will come from decentralized AI to consensus protocols. So here you may observe decentralized AI applications. One is automatic computing. What is the meaning of automatic computing? Whether we are using or not? Yes, we are using. Where? Where we are using this automatic computing? Any application can you provide? Simple. You are getting a call connection. How the call connection is going to be? There also computing is there. Okay, the price computation. You call. You have to be. You have been called to someone. Oh, this much of time you called. So this much of price is there. These are all not automatic computing. Yes, these are all comes under automatic computing. Optimization. Suppose I want to explore something. So I need some optimization mechanisms out there. Some planning is required. The planning also going to be comes under AI application only. Planning in the sense, I want to transmit a packet from where it is coming and where it is going, how it is going. Suppose I have autonomous car. I want to give instructions to my autonomous car. How I will give an autonomous car? I want to reach from here to Anantapuram. So how my car will move? So you have to go for so and so NH number, and from there you have to go to reach to some local road. From that, that everything is going to be provided in this planning. Knowledge discovery and management. This is also knowledge discovery and management, where we are using generally your Google. Forget about Google. You type something, automatically you are getting some information. Right, like that. Reasoning, perception. Perception sensing it has a lot of scope, especially in agriculture point of view. Especially in agricultural point of view, the perception sensing is one of the leading technology to develop agricultural aspects. Learning and searching is also comes under decentralized applications. Here you may find decentralized AI operations. You have to be storage should be decentralized. So cloud services are there. How many clouds they are going to maintain? Single cloud. Then it is going to be. It's not going to overcome centralized failure. Second one is the data management. It is also not going to be if it is a centralized data management, centralized failure is another problem here. So whatever centralized concept is there, centralized failure is going to be a problem. So but from that we need to be recovered. But how we will manage the data management? Suppose I have a cloud services, I have 5 servers. So 5 servers are going to be required to maintain complete data? No, not required. That's why you have to replicate the data. How you are going to replicate the data? What data I need to be stored in which server? So this I need to be know. That comes under your data management actually. And learning model development. Learning model development according to your request or response mechanism you need to be developed. That is going to become under learning model development. And finally, you need to develop the model. These are all comes under decentralized AI operations. Now I am coming to here. You already know about the blockchain. I don't want to give much information. Public and private blockchains are there, as well as you have a consortium is there, and blockchain as a service. This is the new area you may provide. BaaS. What we call B, capital B, small a, capital S, is going to be one of the upcoming technology. You have to develop some mechanisms over here. Right? I will go to decentralized infrastructure. In the decentralized infrastructure, we have linear and non-linear. We don't have much mechanisms on linear, but we have many mechanisms in non-linear. Parent-child, side and chain, and parallel chain concepts are there in non-linear concept, decentralized infrastructure point of view. So heart of our blockchain. Heart of blockchain is going to be your consensus mechanisms. What is consensus mechanism? What is consensus mechanism? So you want to make, we want to go for a consensus. You have so many mechanisms are there. One is the proof of work. Proof of work means what? How I can use this proof of work? POW. Example I will tell you. suppose there is a cloud server is there. Anybody can store on the cloud. Anybody can access any file. This is the concept. I want to store a file. What I need to be supposed to be do? I want to check whether the file is already available in the cloud or not. If it is already available, I need not to store. I am going to be access. If it is not available, I want to make it everybody can see the file, or anybody can download the file, or anybody can share the file. Is it possible without proof of work? No, that is not possible. But how proof of work is going to be ensure this is going to be happen? So suppose I will tell you, I have a file I want to upload on the server. So whenever I'm going to be upload on the server, I need to protect my data on server also. But at the same time, somebody has to be download. Somebody is able to see my data. But whoever going to be see my data, that person is going to be a legitimate person who is already have this particular who is already using this particular cloud services. Are you getting my point? If you're not, I will take an example and I will explain you. Suppose A, B, C are there, 3 users. A, B, C are the 3 users, and there is a cloud services. The server S is there. So now A is uploading a file. So whenever he is uploading a file, he needs to generate a key for that file. Suppose he may use a public key cryptography RSA algorithm. What he needs to do? He is going to share his public key to B and C. But B and C not known to A. Are you understanding what I'm saying? I want to I need a response. Why? Because it's a webinar. So responses are without response we are not going to be understand something. Please, I'm explaining to you. If you have any doubt, please interrupt me. Related to proof of work. You know proof of work, all of you? Say yes or no. How it works? Hello, I'm not receiving any responses from you. Please, one of you may respond. In your chat box is there. Please respond through your chat box. If you know proof of work, please say yes. Otherwise, I will stop. One of you, please answer.
So proof of work is based on the computational power, and it is the creditability of a node which proves their work as per the work that has been done so far.
No, yeah, but how you are going to be the proof of work is in the sense not like that. I want to do something. Suppose I may work some X work. The same work needs to some Y, but Y is not known to me. But Y is able to verify my proof of work. How it is possible? That's why my example is that one only. My example is very simple. That example is going to be, suppose node A is there, node B is there. These two are not known to each other, but both these two are going to be use the cloud services. If these two are going to be use the cloud services, A is going to be upload a file on server, and he is going to be set a password to this file. The same password needs to be known to B. How it is possible? Is it possible or not? As far as your point of view, not possible. No, that is possible. How that is possible? File is available, but you are unable to open the file. You want to open the file, you need to be generate a key. How you are going to generate a key? Simple way I can say, I want to download download a file before I want to prove myself. Once my proof is over, I want to download that file. First, what I need to be do? I need to be generate a key with help of the file. If I am a legitimate user, definitely I am able to generate a key. Example, if suppose how A generated a key, the process we need to be known. So he's going to be divided a whole file into small blocks, and all blocks are XORed. Equal size of blocks are there. All equal size of blocks are XORed. So that finally, what is the length of the block? Each block length is going to be n bits. Suppose the output of the bit is going to be n bits, and that n bits are going to be hashed. N bit is going to be hashed, and n bit is going to be hashed, and the key generated with help of each bit hash value, or each bit hash value is going to be each block hash value is XORed again. That is the key. So he knows the file. If he knows the file, he is going to be divided into equal number of equal length of blocks. Once he divided equal length of the blocks, then he is going to be collect a hash value. Once he collected a hash value, he is going to be generate a key. Once he generated a key, he is able to see the content of the file. Otherwise, he is unable to see the content of the file. This is the beautiful problem. Okay, proof of work is one of the beautiful problem to solve. Okay, the same way proof of stake. So, how many of you working on a proof of stake? Anybody is working on proof of stake? May I know? You may explain, then okay, I will forward. Proof of stake. So generally, this proof of stake is going to be used to solve the energy consumption of the proof of work issue. So you have to know this point actually. So that's why you need to be simple, delegated, and transaction least. These are the problems are there based on the proof of stake, proof of stack, right? So here the proof of stack protocols work by defining big stakeholders on the blockchain network and allowing them to create new blocks. These protocols are going to be the validator based on the different criteria. Like you may use random values, delegated validators, high frequency transaction validators, or validator hiding coins, or longer period. So that's why this proof of work is going to be used for proof of stake. Is going to for proof of work. Right? Then proof of activity, and proof of burn, proof of lapse time, and proof of capacity, proof of authority, and Byzantine fault tolerance. All these are related to this proof of work and the related concepts. So very few of might be know, only you might be know proof of work as well as a proof of stake. And many of you don't know this proof of activity, proof of burn, proof of elapsed time, proof of capacity. These are all upcoming research problems to you to develop your own consensus protocols. Your own consensus protocol. Right? So any questions over here? Why? Because we have a less time, I'm unable to take each and every activity to explain one example. So are you getting now taxonomy of blockchain of AI? Consensus protocols is one, decentralized infrastructure is another one, type is one, decentralized AI applications and decentralized operations. So one of you were asked about problems related to healthcare, how I may develop blockchain mechanism. So here everybody using Ethereum, suppose blockchain concept, radiologist, patient, drug manufacturer, lab technician, and medical researchers. Right? Here AI and blockchain features are going to be available, and he will receive that to predictive analysis for the medical information. And once he got something, biological information is going to forward it to the lab technician. Then he is going to be check at AI and blockchain features. Based on that, he will generate and validate the test results. At the same time, drug manufacturer is going to be collect the patient classification information. Based on that, he is going to be collect the amount from patient. This is the direct communication over here. As well as if you go for these things, okay, that will come later on actually. So here the direct communication is the cryptographic transactions are going to be made between the drug manufacturer and patient. But here, suppose you may observe the lifestyle of patient is going to be observed by the hospitals. They will understand your eating habits. Based on that, after 10 years, what kind of health issues you may receive. That depends on. So that kind of research is going on nowadays. And here you understand the light yellow lines are going to be AI powered, green lines are going to be blockchain based, and purple is going to be unstructured data. The physician will give information that is unstructured data, AI and its application. That means machine learning, deep learning concepts you use to design all the features and blockchain features also, right? So here radiologist is there. Diagnostics information is available. He will send MRI information to the AI and blockchain features, and this is going to be encrypt. That means it is going to be provide hash value, and it's create a blockchain information over here and forward it to the radiologist like this. So this is a challenging task for you to develop your healthcare with help of a blockchain mechanism and AI intervention. But because without AI intervention, only you need to be apply blockchain concept. That is not much attractive in manner for this kind of problems, especially e-healthcare point of view. E-healthcare point of view, observe the patient details, how you will get through IoT. IoT is going to be collect the information of the patient. How it collect the information? Now a Fitbit is there. You may wear Fitbit. The wearable devices are there. You wear the devices. It will provide that information to your doctor. Are you getting? If I have my BP sensor is there. That BP sensor I may keep it with my. I just weighed. So that that collects my BP information every 1 hour and forward to my doctor. My heart functioning information is there. The heart functioning information is also going to forward to the doctor. But here, why blockchain technology is required here? If suppose I am sending some information to the doctor. So here you observe the blockchain technology where it is there. Here this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. That means whatever the records receiving from the technician, that should be protected, and whatever the information we are providing the lab technician, that is going to be protected. After MRI images, everything is over. Then we have to save that information with the radiologist. And here, drug manufacturer point of view, we need not any blockchain information, but from drug manufacturer to patient, you need to be communicate through. That means drug, some particular medicine you need to buy, so that you need to be here is going to be collect information from you. So this is blockchain development in healthcare mechanisms. So another one here, it is going to be industry point of view, how blockchain technology is going to be used for industry point of view. Right? Like here, the expert system is there. Distributed ledger is here we are maintaining. So every information is going to be collected by the distributed ledger, and it's maintained distributed ledger concept over here. The second is, suppose I want to do innovations in deep sea. This particular mechanism is supposed to be used. This is supposed to be used. The first one is going to be discover ocean treasure. Second one, records details on discovery. Third one is going to be store the discovery reports in your storage. And the fourth one is going to be store IFPS hash of report, so that nobody cannot manipulate that. This concept we call it as a proof of discovery. So use your Ethereum smart contract to store securely this particular information. The same way, this is what about the main concepts related to blockchain and blockchain related information. This is another area, wonderful area, 5G SDN based concepts. How many of you know 5G and SDN? I don't know, but how blockchain is going to be helpful here, we will check. SDN is a next generation network, software defined networking. Whatever right now IP network we have, this IP network is going to be manually, you need to be operated at some point. But SDN is not like that. SDN and normal traditional network, we may compare. Traditional network developed based on post office network. Traditional network is designed based on post office network. That way, the traditional network has 3 addresses. Traditional network has 3 addresses. What are the 3 addresses? One is a port address, second one is an IP address, third one is MAC address. So I want to give a small information to you how we will get to understand this particular concept. IP address is for your location area. MAC address is your house address. MAC address is going to be your house address. And what about the port address? Port address is going to be one service to other service. Means you may think like your country code. Suppose somebody may landed in India. Somebody may landed in India. So where he will go back? He will go back to his country. If he will go back to his country, where he will go back? He will go back to his location. Suppose you are Anantapur, some location is there. There your house is there. So likewise. But that same concept needs to be revised. How they revised? Using aeroplane networking. In the aeroplane networking, what concept is there? Flight is on ground, flight is on fly. On sky, we can say. On sky is one status, other one is going to on ground. In between, what will be there? Controller is there. In between, controller is the same way. Here they developed like this. The infrastructure layer, control layer, and application layer. Okay. In infrastructure layer, you have a network devices. And these network devices, only the duty is going to whatever the switches are there, all these switches we call it as a data plane. That's why they divide into 3 planes. One is a data plane, control plane, and application plane. Or you may convert it into layer wise. If this is the infrastructure layer, this is the control layer and application layer. In infrastructure layer or data plane, so forwarding elements only there. The duty of these nodes are going to be only just to follow the rules given by the controller. So your head of the department, your guide is there, suppose. Your guide say, oh, don't do work on blockchain. You do work on SDN. What you will do? You have to simply follow the instructions of your guide. So that is called a control plane. Right. So forwarding elements, how it works? Forwarding element is going to be connected to the host. If any end host is requested something, first packet is going to be reached to the controller. Controller identifies the actual end host, other end host. So that information is forwarded directly to that end host. Okay, are you okay? So here where the blockchain problems are there. Really we have blockchain problems or not? Yes, blockchain problems are huge. Blockchain problems are there. Huge problems related to this one is solved by the blockchain. Example, I will give you one problem. So I'm sending a packet. To whom I'm sending? To the controller. My first packet is always going to be reached to the controller only. Whenever it reaches to the controller, the control has to find out. The controller has to find out the packet is received from the legitimate user or not. If not, what is going to happen? Some attack may be placed. There, we need to be apply our blockchain concept. Where we need to, not only that, actually here control plane also we have to take some decisions. One decision to other decision should be keep eye on that, and we need to be tracked, as well as the business applications are there. We need to be develop blockchain technology at this business application level also, right? So this is okay, fuzzy and fuzzy blockchain related problems. So here I'm not talking about much about cryptocurrencies. Why? Because okay, cryptocurrencies already discussed okay, many people actually. So I don't want okay again okay needs to be give okay the same okay information to you. That's why I chosen another way to explain you the more information and more research problems to you to solve. Here you understand. This is a beautiful problem. How many of you know? I don't know what is the FISE is going to change entire okay, scenario of your networking. FISE is going to change entire scenario of your networking. You use one word, whatever the words here in this picture are there. These are all one beautiful one name. Each word has n number of problems related to blockchain also. So we will come. This is the cloud. At the cloud level, you should maintain your blockchain concept and you have to develop your own blockchain concept to protect your data or mine your data. All these things are going to define your blockchain concept. There is a NFV orchestrator. What is NFV? What is orchestration? So this is called a network function virtualization. Network function virtualization. That means you have a resources, but you need to create a virtual okay, resources using your neural network concept. Using your neural network concept. And okay, all this okay, information is going to be stored at your big data concept. And as well as you need to be create slices of your orchestra. What is the slice? Slice in the sense, okay, slices are going to be created between the end to end only. And that too depends on the application level only. Application level in the sense, my browser is open. My browser, I will open okay, my Gmail, okay, one application. I'm going to be open okay, another application. I'm going to be open another application. That means application in the sense here you might treat as a tab. So same network is going to be provide services to these things. So I will give you a small example to you. My Gmail services are going to be equal to my Netflix okay, streaming. Both are different. My network streaming, okay, the network Netflix is required okay, more streaming than my Gmail. So my application Gmail is different with my application Netflix. How can I do that? So that's why slices are going to be give more okay, information related to your application and your usage. So that way. So sir, you are talking about the NFV orchestra, you are talking about the slicing, you are talking about the big data. How okay we can okay implement blockchain over here? This is a beautiful question. Again, the question of a blockchain over here uses is going to be, suppose okay I have a connection. One slice I created. After that I may refuse. So the slice was not created. How do you solve that problem? So blockchain is going to provide solution for that. Virtualization also the same. And big data storage is also the same. That's why blockchain is a part over there. And second one is going to be here, we have different services. We have Wi-Fi services, we have 5G services, we have other network services out there. So all this is going to be managed with okay, your blockchain based cloud RAN. This is what we call it as a cloud radio access network. Cloud area access network, right? So all these are going to be connected to your core network. Core network is going to be connected to your blockchain ledger. Blockchain ledger. Here you may observe smart healthcare system is there, and smart healthcare system is connected to internet and your 5G okay nodes. And here blockchain based okay human centric communication is there. Everybody is going to be use their okay payment methods and they are going to communicate among themselves. They will create. This is also going to be connected to the internet. You have okay unmanned vehicles are there. UAVs. These are also connected to your internet. And here smart city related okay buildings are there. That will also going to be connected to the internet. These are Internet of Things are there. What are the Internet of Things? You have a smart meter, smart motor, okay, smart water controller, and video surveillance, and so on. You have many things are there. You have a smartwatch. All these information are going to be forwarded to your IoT gateway. IoT gateway is connected to internet, and internet is going to be all these internet clouds are interconnected, and all these internet clouds are going to be connected to the distributed ledger. Finally, that will be connected to cloud. Cloud is going to be used the blockchain concept to make secure all this information. Here autonomous cars are there. Among autonomous cars also you need to be provide services, and here RSU is there. Here you need to maintain distributed ledger concept. Here also you have a distributed ledger concept, and UAV based blockchain based network is there. And finally, I will come to you smart grid. Here I'm telling there are endless applications are there, and endless blockchain intervention is there here. Example, I will tell you. What type of energy resources we are generating? I will tell you wind, solar, thermal, and hydro. So likewise, many okay, energy generating methods are there. But how we will divide this energy? So that AI intervention is required. Means I want to develop, okay, I want to need a clean energy. Clean energy sense green energy. Green energy sense your okay wind generated or your bio related okay energy, as well as your solar based energy. These are comes under green energy. I want to characterize. This is a green energy. This is a traditional energy. This is the problem right now every energy company is facing. But while you are dividing, this is the green energy, this is a traditional energy, there okay, you have many applications related to blockchain. Why? Because okay, once you divide it, you can claim this is a green energy only. Finally, you need to verify at your end. At your home, you are receiving green energy or not. How do you verify? Through blockchain only. So you have to create a blockchain for your energy, and finally you need to verify I am receiving green energy only. So based on that, they are going to be design dynamic pricing. Dynamic pricing means okay, oh, this energy is has this much of money you need to pay. This energy is going to be this much energy. Okay. Second application I will tell you. Suppose in my home, on my home, I used okay some solar energy plant, and some other okay house also somebody is used solar energy plant. But okay, solar energy plant is not giving sufficient energy to him. Means okay, he needs okay more energy. Suppose I may make a connection with him, and I want to collect okay charges from him. Why? Because okay, I'm generating ample amount of okay, energy, and I'm sharing that energy with one of my neighbor. That neighbor has to be paid to me how much energy he is consumed during the period. So there is okay some problems are there. That problems also going to be solved with help of blockchain problems through blockchain only. So likewise, so what I want to say to you, these blockchain problems are okay many. I will come to you one more problem. Here it is, autonomous cars are there. So this is a I will give you a small problem to you. If anybody work on that problem, may work. Why? Because it's a very good problem. Very good problem. How I can say that? Two cars are that means like 4 or 5 or 10 cars are moving on a road. All these cars are going to be communicate. While they're communicating, they need to give a signal. I want to cross you, so please okay allow me to cross. That information you need to be forward. But other person may agree, may not agree for that. So you need to be claim that. How do you claim? How do you claim? Forget about that. There is another concept, electric vehicles. The most of the countries are okay plan to launch these electric vehicles only in future. If you're using electric vehicle, there is an energy station. You will go to the energy station. No okay person is there. You have to be plug your okay that means okay the wire to that okay, energy station and charge your vehicle. Once charging is over, the payment has to be made to you. Once you are going to go for a payment method, whether you are receiving a genuine okay the price or not, whether you are okay the charging capacity is okay genuinely that has been done or not, how do you verify? So here okay again blockchain okay intervention is required. So this is right. Okay, this blockchain technology is okay, intruding in every area. There is no limitation to blockchain technology. Security point of view, today entire world is looking for blockchain and blockchain related applications only. Why only one property makes popular this blockchain technology, that is immutability. Immutability. I can say that the major one. Right. Right. And here, how to develop a blockchain for a 5G network? Physical layer network is there. That means physical layer network means here all smart devices are there. These smart devices are going to be collect the sensing information. That sensing information is going to be connected to here blockchain ledger is going to be created. Blockchain ledger is going to be used a blockchain network layer. Your block 1, block 2, and so on. It will go. Right. So I am about to conclude about my lecture. So you have any research issues, so we will discuss the next 10 to 15 minutes. That's about the problems of you. Whatever problems you have, you may discuss with me. I will try to give some solution to you. Any participant? Do you have any research issues with you? Are you facing any problem while you are doing research on blockchain? Please ask, I will provide that information to you. I will try to help you.
Participants, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and you can ask, sir. Sir, there is a question in chat box.
Good afternoon, Ramesh Rao, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
I'm checking.
Sir, is there any?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Is there any simulator for doing blockchain applications while doing research work?
You have yes, the many of the softwares are there. One of them is going to be Bitcoin Core.
Other than
So
that,
Bitcoin Core. Other than that one, you may go for I told you morning. I told you Solidity. This kind of tools are available. You need to be use that tools.
Sir,
Simulator in the sense
actually,
these are the to create smart. Tell me.
Actually, I am also doing
Tell me,
in
Mohan.
healthcare. Sir, I am also doing in healthcare how to protect data in whatever you were saying scenario. What is same in hospital to patient to doctor, clinical diagnosis. Any security mechanisms is the possibility according to the new trend IoT technology. But I am unable to find the proper simulator. If you please share anything, any resources are there.
I would like to share something to you here. So, are you working with blockchain technology, or are you working with some IoT concepts also introduced over here?
After listening this whatever you were presented scenario, I also raise my thought into maybe chances of the including blockchain technology into my research work. That's why I'm asking. Earlier, not in.
That's why here
due to in blockchain technology.
I would like to give you one input to you here. Suppose I am using IoT technology. So my point is to diagnose some particular disease. That is one phase.
Okay.
So while I am detecting that whether he has a disease or not, I want to once I detected, I collected the information. I want to save that information. Where I am going to be save the information in the database. Database has to be saved correctly, and database is not going to be modified. There I need to be use my blockchain technology to protect my information, as well as somebody is collecting my information. Who is going to be collect my information? Either doctor or some other radiologist or some lab people are going to be collect my information. If they are going to be collect my information, who is collected? What purpose they collected? That data has to be stored in the database with help of blockchain technology.
Okay, sir.
Okay, na? So that if anybody misused your data,
Okay, sir.
medical data, that is going to be identified through blockchain technology. As well as somebody, suppose some
Okay.
X disease is diagnosed, X disease is diagnosed. Somebody modified, you are not diagnosed with that X disease. What happens to that? So they definitely that his health is going to be deteriorated.
Okay, sir.
So how we will protect from that? That means nobody is not going to be alter the data of a particular patient. So after IoT devices sensing information, you need to be use AI application and you need to be protect that information. The protection point of view only we are going to be using blockchain technology. As well as we need to be provide that information to somebody, that is also going to be used through blockchain technology, right? Okay. Yeah, this is the one, Sarika. This is another wonderful problem I am telling to you. Can electricity distribution with blockchain is research problem? It's one of the hottest problem. One of the hottest problem in research domain. Electricity distribution with blockchain research. Why? Because we have different type of energies are available in future at your location. How you are going to be find the features of that particular energy. And how your the distribution mechanisms also you need to be find out. A distribution mechanism in the sense, some X is going to be used this much of amount, the Y is going to be this much of amount. But ultimately you need to be say, oh, you use this much of amount. Tomorrow he made is not going to be claimed. No, I am not using this much. For that purpose, of blockchain is going to be intervened, and blockchain is going to provide perfect solution to that. Richa. Sir, we use the blockchain in IoT, then what about energy consumption? Because it consumes too much power. That's why the energy consumption also one of the beautiful research problem, AI plus IoT based. Energy consumption in the sense of suppose, why I'm telling to you this one, my energy consumption during summer is different. My energy consumption during winter is different. Right? According to my consumption, I'm going to be demand for energy. Right, so that is my pattern, but my pattern not known to the other user. If other user may know my pattern, they are also going to be create a problem to me to block my energy requirement. So likewise, you need to be think and you need to be provide a solution to that. Yeah, correct. Okay, the Sarika, you are asking a wonderful question. The theft, electricity distribution theft, is the major problem, and we have to be avoid through blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is a costly technology. It's not a very easy, but very cost-effective. Blockchain itself is a costly technology. That's why most of the companies are not ready to adopt this blockchain technology. You have to maintain high-end servers. But here only, again, our news research problem is coming up. Instead of collecting complete full node information, instead of that, part of node we may use to verify the transaction validity. This is another research is going on. Parallelly, another research is going on in this area. Okay, so parallelly, what research is going on? So I want to verify a block transaction. I want to verify transaction. I need to know all the nodes information. Previously, how many blocks are there? All blocks are required for me to verify that. So that you need a full node. Downloading a full node is the biggest challenge. You need a heavy internet services, and it takes time. Once it takes time, you need to be verified. Verification will take again time. So how we are going to be optimize that process is another research is going on in that area. So 99.9% we will avoid the theft from the anybody can during electricity distribution, any prediction. Some people may use your energy and you want to pay the bill, that kind of situations you may avoid, not a problem. 100% you will avoid with help of blockchain technology. Sir, could cryptography by combining blockchain with a multi-authority botnet is possible? Botnet is a big problem. Botnet information features detection is another problem. And securing that information using a blockchain is a big problem. Right? Any other questions? Anyone has any other question? Please, if you have a question, please ask. We have another 5 minutes.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Sir, I'm working in an engineering college. So currently the 7th semester students of our college, they started working on a project called as the student certificate verification. So is it fine, sir? Like how about the complexity of the project? Can UG students complete that project? Can they do? Because the concepts are totally new to them.
No, madam. Okay, here I will give you a suggestion to you. Now most of the IITs are planning to generate the certification through blockchain only.
Okay.
This is a new problem they are choosing, and why? Because if suppose I may appear for any company wants to verify my data. So every student data is available in at our institutes. But some person has to pick the call and he has to verify the data. All these things are there. Now it is not required. All data is available. They will provide some information to the company wants to verify. Company wants to verify the data from our database. So these particular transactions are going to be noted. Which company, which particular student information is verified. That information is stored in the form of blockchain concept. So this is a new certification problems are going to be developed based on blockchain technology. That's a wonderful problem. We can go ahead with that.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Right. Any other questions, please?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, this is Nagababu from Hyderabad. Sir, how can make use of this blockchain in cloud computing for providing the high data security?
So cloud computing requires blockchain technology security. I can say that. Simple. I will give you small examples to you. One X user is there. X user access to cloud services. How can you say the X user access the cloud services? That is a problem. So whenever an X user is going to be provide his credentials and after that he is going to be access the data, immediately blockchain has to be recorded that. So that is one. Second one, you stored some files in the cloud. Cloud management also not going to change the file.
Yes, sir.
Cloud management, so basically your files are under the cloud manager, who are managing the cloud. So that people also not able to modify your data. So that's why there also blockchain intervention is required. Or cloud is contain your data, and cloud is going to be allow some people are going to be accessing your data.
Yes, sir.
Who are accessing, what purpose they are accessing, that information is also going to be stored in the form of blockchain.
Okay, sir.
So everything is going to be automized. Whenever you go for automation, in the automation process, you need some verification process. That verification is going to be done through blockchain technology.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. So any other questions if you have, please ask me, then I will try to provide answers to you.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry, but actually the slide that is being presented, can you just explain me a bit, because was not able to see that time. So if you can explain a part of it. I know it's like asking you again is not right. If you can please explain the slide that is
Which one? Which
this,
slide you need, please?
yeah, that is
Which one is required for you?
yeah, this part, yeah, this one, just yeah, this one only. After this,
This one.
no, no, sir,
Here,
after this,
this-
yes, this one, yeah.
This one. In this, actually, you try to find, suppose, okay, if in a new next generation industry is going to be enabled enabled with the blockchain concept. Why it's going to be enabled concept? Okay, blockchain concept. It gather the information with help of the sensors.
Yeah,
And the resources, okay, sharing among the different okay, units.
correct.
Right? You have, okay, some, okay, robotics also there. Right?
Okay.
So all these robotics are going to use emerging technologies. Whatever, okay, whatever transaction is going among all these devices, suppose you observe here. So this particular energy development is going to be connected to demand management. This demand management is required, okay, collected, okay, when it is collected, why it is collected, what purpose it is collected. That information is required. That information is also going to be stored in the form of, okay, blockchain, so that, okay, nobody cannot, okay, misuse it. Suppose I am collecting some information, that also going to be comes under, okay, that is also going to be informed to the blockchain. Blockchain has to be store that information also. The same way, if, okay, suppose, okay, distributed energy sources are there. Distributed energy sources in the sense, okay, suppose, okay, your electricity sources are going to be distributed among, okay, the consumers. They're consuming based on the consuming pattern only. Somebody may change the consuming patterns. How do you identify? How do you authentic that consuming patterns? So for that, okay, all the problems you need to be, okay, solved with help of the blockchain technology. That's why we need, okay, this, okay, distributed ledger technology and increase the efficiency of, okay, systems. Suppose, okay, I don't want to comment, but I want to give a small point here. Okay, smart meters they installed, okay, at each and every farmers in Andhra Pradesh. In news I heard that actually. What purpose they are going to be used? They want to know the consumption pattern of a farmer. Once they know the consumption pattern of a farmer, they will try to analyze the farmer, okay, consumption pattern. So based on that, okay, they will provide this the energy required to him. They will identify, and there are couple of things are there. Couple of things in the sense of, suppose, okay, you have, okay, 1 acre land. How much time is required, okay, to run your, okay, motor? But, okay, what happens? Some people may use, okay, over and above. So that's why they are going to be connect this one. They are going to be control all the system using, okay. So, but here the problem is, okay, the controlling everything is fine, but I want to make this system is going to be secure. Then only I need to be used blockchain technology.
Okay.
If I don't want to secure my system, then no need to talk about, okay, this one. That is.
Yeah.
Any other questions, madam?
Yeah. So this IPFS is basically storing what kind of, like, is it storing the means the transaction data or the proof of discovery?
Here you have a store, okay, stores discovery report in IPFS, and, okay, store IPFS hash of receipt report.
Okay.
Here your data is there. That hash value, okay, with your, okay, information is there here. Ethereum smart contract form.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, madam. So, any other questions, or shall we stop over here, sir, madam? If you have a questions, I will try to answer for that. If you don't have any questions, then we may conclude the session. So can I conclude the session?
Yes,
So where we started and how we started, just you think, first you try to understand, anybody wants to work on this particular, okay, research area. First you study hashing concept. Once you study hashing concept, you try to understand what is cryptography hash functions, how cryptography hash functions are going to be work. Then you come to blockchain technology. In the blockchain technology, we have proof of work, proof of eligibility, proof of stack, proof of activity, proof of burn. These concepts are there. First, you try to understand what is proof of work or proof of eligibility. Somewhere we will say proof of eligibility. How proof of eligibility algorithm need to be designed. So everyone is going to work on proof of eligibility. But for your problem, how you are going to design a new proof of eligibility concept. Once proof of eligibility is over, suppose Nagababu, he said, I'm working on healthcare problem. Healthcare problem, if somebody comes and somebody asks some patient reports. So this is directly we will come and we will see his face and we will try to identify that. Oh, he's that person, so that we will give data to him. Everything is automated. How we will identify that? So legitimate or illegitimate, both are going to be asked for the same data. Then how we will identify only legitimate person only? So this is the problem. For that you need to write a proof of eligibility. First you need to be say, these are the records. You need to be answer. I will create some puzzle and I will ask the answers. So once he will answer for that puzzles, I will understand he is a genuine person. He is correctly answered. Suppose I will tell you one of my problem I'm working. I will give you a small example to give for that from that. So there is a vehicles are going on. There is an accident happened. Whenever the accident happened, I need to be know accident happened at that so and so place, so that I want to divert my route. Otherwise, I may part in that traffic jam. So that first of all, whether accident is happened or not, who will inform to me? Those who are near to that particular incident zone, that people needs to be informed to me, so that I will send a query to them. They will reply to my query. They will reply answer to my query. Based on the answer, I will understand whether incident happened or not. So that process we call it as comes to consensus model. So again, so first of all, I want to send to one person. One particular person is there. I want to send information to the person. First, whether he is eligible to send this message or not, I need to be verified. That is comes under proof of eligibility. Once he's satisfied my proof of eligibility concept, then only I'm going to be allowed for consensus. Example, your 10 people are there. So my session is very good for you or not. I want to verify it. What I need to do? Simply, I will ask a few questions. If I want a few questions, whom I need to be asked? There are earlier 91 people are there. Now 75 people are there. So out of 75 people, only X number of people are actively participating and actively providing information to me. So these are my proof of eligible people. So these are my proof of eligible people, and so that I will send my information. I send some information to them so that I will collect the correct information. So if suppose there are 10 people are there in my proof of eligibility, I send query to them, incident is happened or not. Out of 10 people, 7 people are answered for my query. Out of 7 people, 3 of them are said yes, 4 of them are said no. Then what conclusion I may made? Oh, that was incident was not happening. But among these four, any malicious person is there. That means somebody is saying something wrong information. Then how to find? So these are the beautiful problems are going to be solved with help of our blockchain technology. That's why proof of eligibility, proof of work, consensus comes under consensus mechanisms. So that you need to be try to understand. After that, you have come to while you are doing research, in which area I'm working. So here, if I am working, this particular problem required what are the major information is required. Suppose I'm working on Internet of Vehicles. I need a vehicle. What type of vehicles are there? So many manufacturers are there. Volkswagen, Maruti, Hyundai, Honda, and so on. So many companies are there. All these company cars are same. Their models are different. Their properties are different. So I want to create this real-time scenario. For that, I need to find which particular tool is pretty good for me. If this tool is going to be pretty good for me, I start to use that. So likewise, you need to go. But before that, what we need to find, I have a problem, whether this problem is somebody is working on that. That means that the research community really working for this problem or not. I have to verify how I will verify? The top conferences are there in the world. Computer science related top conferences are there. You have to find the top conferences, what kind of publications they are publishing. Example, I am working in a wireless communication security area. I will already provided NDSS and Usenix, as well as Infocom, Globecom, ICC. These are the top conferences are there. Most of the like-minded research people are going to be work over that means some problems. From that, we need to choose the problem. From that, we need to choose the problem and solve the problem. Same thing happened with blockchain technology also. Right? So this is the overall. Okay, first I started with small cybersecurity problems. Then we moved to advanced topics like machine learning, how we will apply blockchain technology, or machine learning securities, how are there. Then IoT, 5G, AI intervention is how. So I provided some small case studies to you to understand. Okay? Thank you for giving this opportunity to share my knowledge to you people. Thank you.
Sir, may I know your mail ID, sir?
So already posted ramsbathula@gmail.com. I'm posting ramsbathula@gmail.com. You check in your chat box, you will get to know, right? Thank you, one and all. So, madam, shall I stop, sir?
Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. If you have any queries, or otherwise we can stop it now. I think majority of the participants has interacted with you. It's very good, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
Sir, I must thank you very much on behalf of Shobhamindu Madam for accepting our request. Thank you so much for being part of this program, sir. I hope our collaboration will continue for future programs as well. Majority of the participants are benefited out of your session. It's very much useful and informative session, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. So all the best, all of you. Bye.